Morning. Well, me walking and talking can only mean one thing. It's Sunday, and I'm out and about. It's Sunday the 18th of May, around about 11 o'clock in the morning. Currently 23 degrees. Forecast to be late 20s today here in Murcia in Spain. And I thought I'd just give you a little update. So one is the weather, just quickly to say, glorious blue skies, a little bit of cloud, just a little bit of faint white clouds you can see there, not to get jealous you guys from the UK. Really nice weather now. Hope we had a little bit of rain in the week, a bit strange, unusual for this time of year, but all good. We need it anyway, to be honest, so never really worry when it rains, apart from the damage it can cause or for the safety, but other than that we need it, so all good. Anyway, so just thought I'd jump on today and say happy Sunday to everyone. I'm out and about walking, great for the mindset, great for the following week. I'm going to plan. I use the hour that I'm walking to sort of think of things that I've got planned for the following week, and use that wisely to help sort of walk through in my mind what I've got coming up. So lots and lots of things on the go. We're busy on all sides at the minute, both on the real estate and the construction and the developing. So real estate, the market starts to pick up around about now. We're expecting people to come and visit and start really ramping up the sales in the coming weeks. This is a super popular time. As soon as it gets to near holiday season, people come and buy property, so that's really good. And that coincides with the opening of our other office, which we're opening on the resort I'm on now, which is Condado Lama in Murcia in the Costa Calida. It's a golf resort with a Jack Nicklaus golf course, and this is really booming here at the moment. There's a lot of new developments. They're spending a lot of money on the infrastructure here, and it's really up and coming. It's been built since 2007, I believe it was 2007, 2008. And what happened was the developers went bankrupt. So that had a major impact to the resort, but obviously they've soldiered on and got through all of that, and now they are really ramping up with a lot of builds. They're looking at another 3,000 properties on the resort, potentially a hotel. Well, in fact, I'll show you now. This is a spot where they were originally planning a hotel or a golf. In fact, they're the golf club, because I'm actually now opposite the golf course, Lama Signature Golf, and they're spending lots and lots of money. It's not in perfect condition at the moment. They had a lot of problems because the COVID came, really had a massive impact to any golf resorts actually, and this was one that was affected. But it's been looked after. They're spending money. They're really getting up and running. They've got new management in the clubhouse, which you can see in the distance, the big grey building just over the fence there, which is great news. Doing a really good job there as well, so everyone's raving about it, which is great. And it's also another place you can go when you're on the resort, for lunches, dinners, breakfast, etc. And you can still buy property here, just so you're aware. You can still buy property on this resort for sub 100,000 euros, which, to be honest, a holiday home in the sun, get a cheap flight from the UK or Europe or wherever it may be, jump on a plane on a Wednesday, Thursday, just for 3 or 4 days. Some of these flights sometimes are 30, 50 quid or something like that, and you can be in your place in the sun. That's what I used to do back in 2014 when I bought it. So And then you've got the Gulf, 25 minutes from the beach, 30 minutes from Murcia City, 35 minutes from Cartagena, historical port where all the cruise ships go in, hour from Alicante, 2 hours from Sierra Nevada, which is the ski resort. You've got Granada a couple of hours away, where you've got historical town, city even, with Alhambra Palace. Really, really good day out. There's a lot to do. 40 minutes away in Murcia, you've got a water park and a zoo. There's loads of stuff to do. So, and it's all sub 100,000 euros. So it's really, really good value, which is another reason why it's super popular. These prices are not going to be here for long. They've already crept up from maybe 5-6 years ago. You could have still bought something for 60k. Now that same property is more like 90 to 100, and some of them are creeping up to 130. And there's other properties on the resort which are 200-300 plus, because they're building villas, new build apartments and so on. So lots and lots of things. It's a 24-hour gated community here as well. Really peaceful, really quiet. It's nice. So this is just one place. I thought I'd mention it as I'm walking around it all the time. That's it really. So the real estate market on the app, we've had lots and lots of inquiries the last few weeks. Definitely improving from the last couple of months. I think the Trump scenario didn't really help real estate in general, or a lot of things in the world, but certainly people that were looking to buy maybe holiday homes or investments, they need to sit tight because their money's tied up in stock shares. Just worry actually, and being a little bit scared of what's going to happen. So that's ironing. I went to a meeting, a seminar in the week about Trump actually, and about the worldwide economy. Get my words out. And the analysts there have basically said, look, we're nearly back to where we were. Things will improve, things will get better. So you just got to believe in the system. This has been historically 100 years very, very similar. So over the last 100 years, things have gone in and caused chaos, and they always come up, and the trajectory of the stock market always goes up. So if you look back at the last 100 years, you've had things like wars, recently we've had COVID, or we've got the Trump, then there was COVID, there's the Ukraine war, there's been recessions, and it always dips and spikes. So over 100 years, it always remains that, it always goes up. So just got to sit tight if you can, hold out, and it'll all come good. And that's it. So life moves on. We need to move on. As people, don't stand still. Let's keep moving forward to achieve what you want to achieve, and things will happen. Anyway, so that's about real estate. Construction wise, we're really, really busy. We've got work until, well, at least probably till December this year, 2025. We're in May now. We can always do a bit more. We can fit stuff in between, but we have some major projects which will do that. I'm working on a project now for our development company, which is a 2-year project, building some property in Sotogrande. So we're on our development company. We're in the final stages of putting everything together now, where we will build a development of 23 properties right near a polo club, really affluent area in Sotogrande. Properties will range, we need to finalise it yet, but they're going to be between probably 400,000 and 600,000 euros plus taxes, 2 and 3 bedroom, and with their own pools, etc. And it'll be its own little community. So that's one of my personal projects I'm working on, and we're in the final stages. Hopefully the next month we should have all that sorted. It's all got a license to build. I've been working on this behind the scenes a long time, so we're nearly there. Just the final few bits of the jigsaw to put together, and then hopefully we can start looking at getting the building started and the foundations in, and all the infrastructure. So I'll keep you posted on that one. But yeah, in general, things are going quite well. The market's what it is in all things. It's steady in all businesses really. And I still believe this is a really good place to not just invest, because I do see the investment potential here, the investment potential in the UK or in Europe probably could be quite good. I'm not really into that much anymore, to be honest. But in Spain, for sure, if you've got some spare cash, you can make some good money, for sure. There's a lot of opportunity here. The rental market for holiday homes is big. And even that, the capital appreciation on buying off plan new builds, the developers are building like crazy at the moment. And if you buy something off plan, that we put you in touch with some nice new builds in certain areas, you can see returns of 30-40% before you get the keys. So you buy off plan, you pick your plot, you do all the preliminary bits and pieces, and you make your payment plan with the developer. You start building. Once you get those keys, you can be looking at a return of 30-40%, which is amazing. So rather than putting that money in the bank, if you've got the spare cash, you can make that work for you, and then some really good money. And that's what we're here for. It's not just selling people their holiday home or their place to live. We also work a lot with investors. We do also deal with properties that need reforms. So those investors that are looking for something where they can maybe turn it around a bit quicker, what you could do, we'll source you a property that needs some work. Our company can then do the work. We can flip it, we can do the sale, we can flip it, give you your return on investment, and then you can reinvest that money into another one and go again. That's really, really popular as well. And there's some really big money to be made in that. In fact, I've got a meeting on Wednesday next week with a guy to do exactly that. So we're dealing with these guys and people all the time. We've got access to a lot of off-market properties in different areas. We have a massive client base looking for different properties and projects. Massive network of other agents, which is really important, because unlike some other countries where the agents are fighting each other, we generally here in Spain work together and we share each other's projects. So if someone else has a property that I want, we can share it. We ultimately, being transparent, we just split the commission, so it doesn't cost anyone any more money. We just get half. But is it better to get half of something than nothing? And is it better to look after our clients? So this is why we do it. So yeah, lots of potential. Anyway, I'm waffling on. You've probably got enough to do on Sunday without listening to me. So I will leave you to it from sunny Spain. And I think it's just creeping up to 25 degrees. Enjoy your Sunday, whatever you're doing today. And if you're looking for construction, real estate or development services in Spain, hit me up, drop me a message in the comments, or send me an email directly, which is Antony, ANTONY, @thepropertygroup.info. Speak to you soon. Have a great day.